Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are fine and staying safe and happy. I am your science teacher, Ms. Farheen, and I welcome you all to your science class. My dear students, as you know that we are on chapter number 4 and the name of our chapter is environmental pollution. Today I am going to give you a complete review of this unit. So my dear students, let's quickly move forward towards the recap, what we did in the previous lecture. Quickly listen to the questions, pause the video and then answer them. So here are the pictures. Quickly tell me that what are the impacts of biodegradable materials on the environment. They cause infertility of the soil, outgassing, they cause harm to the marine life, they also are very bad for the air. So they cause different types of pollution in the environment. Okay, my dear students, now let's start the review. So these are all the student learning outcomes that we have completed, alhamdulillah, in this unit. So let's quickly recap them. So in lecture number 1, we discussed about the pollution and its type. So quickly tell me, define pollution and its type. So addition of any type of pollution into the environment is pollution, and which has a bad effect on the environment. And the 3 types of pollution are air, water and land pollution. Then in the next lecture, we discussed about the air pollution. So what is air pollution? Very good. So what are the causes and effects of air pollution? So air pollution is the addition of any bad thing into the air, like different toxic gases, burning of fossil fuels. So they cause air pollution. And what are their effects? They cause breathing issues. And what are its causes? Burning of fossil fuels, the smoke from the exhaust of the gases from the cars and factories, they all cause air pollution. And what are their effects? They cause different types of diseases, and they also cause acid rain. And what are the preventive measures to reduce air pollution? We must plant more and more trees, and we must stop limit the using of fossil fuels. Then we discussed about the water pollution. So what is water pollution? The addition of any bad thing into the water is called water pollution. And what are the causes and effects of water pollution? Its causes are when we dump oil, toxic water and sewage and different waste into the water. It causes water pollution. And how it affects? It affects the marine life. It affects when the acid rain enters into the water, it affects the water, keeps it toxic, and it makes the water unclean and makes people and animals also sick. So how we can prevent? We must plant more and more trees. The water from the factories must be treated. The water from the sewage must be treated so that it will become less toxic. Then we discussed about the land pollution. So land pollution में हमने discuss किया कि कैसे जो है मुख्तलिफ तरह की जो pollution है वो land के अंदर land पे जब आप dump करते हैं तो उसकी वजह से मुख्तलिफ problems होते हैं. So addition of anything that has a bad effect on the environment is called on the land as land pollution. So what are the causes and effects? So जब आप मुख्तलिफ तरह की जो डंपिंग्स हैं उसको जब आप फेंक देते हैं ज़मीन पे कहीं पे भी तो इट कॉजेज लैंड पोल्यूशन. और इसका इफेक्ट क्या है? इट कॉजेज डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ हार्मफुल इंसेक्ट्स टू ब्रीड, जिसकी वजह से जो है वो मुख्तलिफ डिजीजेस फैलती हैं. इसके अलावा ये इनफर्टिलिटी ऑफ लैंड को भी कॉज करती है. इसकी प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स क्या है? प्लांट मोर एंड मोर ट्रीज, प्रॉपर डिस्पोजेबल ऑफ वेस्ट. So this is how we can treat. Less use of pesticides and herbicides, they all can lead to the to lessen the amount of land pollution. So my dear students, in the next lecture we discussed about the effects of burning fossil fuels and greenhouse. So what are the effects of burning of fossil fuel and greenhouse? The emission of carbon dioxide into the air makes the earth very warm because it is a warm gas, which ultimately cause the greenhouse effect. And बर्निंग ऑफ फॉसिल फ्यूल से भी जो है बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंट जो है हार्मफुल गैसेस निकलती हैं जो कि ज़मीन को गर्म कर रही हैं, जिसकी वजह से हमारा जो अर्थ का टेम्परेचर है वो राइज हो रहा है और उसकी वजह से ग्लेशियर्स जो हैं, स्नो माउंटेन्स जो हैं वो मेल्ट हो रही हैं और वाटर लेवल जो है वो राइज होता जा रहा है. Okay, my dear students, then we discussed about the biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. What are the difference between the two? The biodegradable material can be decomposed by the decomposers, whereas non-biodegradable material cannot be decomposed by the decomposers. Then what are the impacts of non-biodegradable material on environment. They cause pollution. And what are the ways to reduce the impact? We must lessen the use of plastic bags. इसके अलावा recycling के ऊपर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा focus करना चाहिए ताकि जो है non-biodegradable materials जो है इनका impact जो है वो कम हो जाए. And my dear students, now is the time for evaluation and practice. For this, you can download this worksheet from the description box below this video, or you can get it in print from Bio Teacher. So my dear students, listen to the questions very carefully, and after listening to me, pause the video and then complete your worksheet. What is pollution? Define it. Enlist the types of pollution. आपको types of pollution बतानी है. Compare the causes of air, water and land pollution. जो causes है इन तीनों pollutions के उनको आपने compare करना है. What is greenhouse effect? Then differentiate between biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. Then list the impacts of non-biodegradable materials on environment. क्या impact है non-biodegradable material का environment पे वो लिखें. What is the duty of us as a human being to reduce the impacts of non-biodegradable materials on environment? कैसे हम लोग जो हैं कोशिश कर सकते हैं non-biodegradable material को कम करने का उसका impact जो है environment पे. So my dear students, you have done all of this. Quickly pause the video and complete the worksheet. I hope everybody has done it. Submit it to your teacher for grading and for marks. So my dear students, for homework, what you will do is do question number 3 from section C given on page number 63. Biodegradable substances cause short-term pollution while non-biodegradable materials cause term pollution. Explain this statement. अच्छा, अब बायोडिग्रेडेबल जो मटीरियल्स हैं वो शॉर्ट टर्म पोल्यूशन कॉज करते हैं बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली दे डिकम्पोज, और नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल मटीरियल जो है ये लॉन्ग टर्म पोल्यूशन जो है वो कॉज करते हैं. ऐसा क्यों है इसको एक्सप्लेन करें. बिकॉज नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल मटीरियल्स डू नॉट कंपोज और दे कंपोज वेरी स्लोली. इट टेक्स वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम फॉर देम टू डिकम्पोज. तो इस वजह से ये लॉन्ग टर्म पोल्यूशन कॉज करते हैं. So write it down in your notebook. So for wrap up, in this unit we have learned that pollution is the addition of pollutants to our natural environment. Air pollution is caused by burning of fossil fuels and traffic smoke. It has bad effects on health and environment. We can reduce it by growing plants and burn fossil fuel at open areas. Water pollution is caused by addition of water material in water bodies. It causes many diseases like skin diseases, typhoid, and also affects marine life. We can reduce it by not dumping waste in water bodies. And then we discussed that land pollution is caused by solid, liquid waste and produced by human activities. It causes skin diseases and imbalanced ecosystem. We can reduce it by trying to produce less trash and recycling and reusing the items. Burning of fossil fuels send greenhouse gases and cause the earth to warm by absorbing sun rays, which is called global warming. Materials that can decompose is biodegradable and which cannot decompose is called non-biodegradable material. Non-biodegradable material affect marine food chain and pollutes water and air. We can reduce it by separating waste, recycling, use of organic bags than plastic bags. Okay, my dear students, I hope now you know all about environmental pollution, how to stop it, what are the impacts, what are the causes, and how you can prevent it. Keep everybody around you safe. Keep your earth clean and green. Thank you so much. Have a good day and Allah Hafiz.